First things first, you're going to need foam paper, some ribbon, the fabric, pencil and a crayon, headband and any accessories, scissor, thread and needle, plush stuff, and a glue gun. And then these are the ears. So what you're going to want to do first is that you're going to want to take the foam paper and you're going to want to either grab an old pair of ears or a template of an ear and just trace it out on the foam paper. And then you're going to want to cut those out and yeah, just cut it, cut away, cut the ear. Then you're going to do the same to the next one, and these both will create one whole ear. So then you're going to want to do it again on another piece of foam paper, the same thing, same template or old ear that you have, an ear from a park, from like your park ears that you bought you can use. And you just cut that out. The color of the foam paper truly doesn't matter. Like I'm using a white fabric and really bright foam paper. Next with the foam paper, you're going to want to glue it. So you're going to want to glue the two pieces together to create one whole ear. And yep. You're going to want to squeeze it. You're going to want to wait till the glue dries too. Super fun. There you have it. And now you're going to want to take your fabric and make sure that it's outside in. And then you're going to want to cut off whatever fabric square that you need. And you're going to place your ears and then you're going to trace them with a light colored crayon if you have a lighter fabric. I use like a light green so it wouldn't show. Or you can use any color, I guess, depending on the fabric. You're going to want to trace around the ear a little away from the foam paper so that you can have more room when you're actually gluing the fabric. And you're going to want to cut the fabric. And there you go, voila. Next you're going to want to glue the two pieces together outside facing in, and you're going to want to glue around the brim of the circle. And I recommend pressing it from corner and then going all the way around to the other corner. And I use a little foam pad, a little extra, to protect myself from the heat of the glue because I burned my fingers one too many times doing this. And now you're going to want to flip the ears. You're going to want to turn them out and be super careful not to rip the glue. Just do it gently. Next you're going to want to turn your foam paper into a little taco, and you're going to want to put it in there. Shove it in the fabric and just, you know, massage it out, make sure it's flat. To finish off the building of the ears, we're just going to put fluff in them, and you're going to want to just put it on both sides, and you can add as much fluff as you want. Doesn't really matter. Depends on just how fluffy you want your ears to be, how thick or how thin. Next, I'm taking some thread. This is totally just how I wanted to do it. And I just weaved it in and out around the ear just to give it a little something, because the front of the ear is so busy but the back kind of had nothing, so I felt like the thread gave it a little something something. But like I said, completely optional. You do not have to do this if you don't feel like it. Now it's time to place our ears on the headband, and to do that I just put a little mark on where I want to place my ears, and I hot glue the bottom. I cover the entire bottom with hot glue and just do my best to stick it on. It really hurts. This is my least favorite part of making ears. Yeah, look, I just burned myself. This is my least favorite part of making the ears, just because it's so difficult to get them on, but once they're on, they're not coming off. And now I take my little flower things that I found at the dollar store. These were optional too. You do not need these. I just love the way they looked, and I call them my firework ears because it looks like fireworks. And now for the bow, I have this really pretty blue sheer ribbon that matches that thread. And what I'm going to do is measure it out. I take a really long measurement and I glue the center, and then I pull another piece halfway to the center and I glue the middle of that and pinch it to create a bow shape. And then I'll take some leftover fabric and cut out a straight strip and wrap it around the middle of the bow, just to make it more uniform, and I feel like the glue will really stay if I have that around. Also, it just adds a little something, something cute. And then I glue that, and I fluff out my bow a little, give it some shape, and then I take the remainder of that glue and pop it on there. And then to finish off and make the bow even more obnoxious, I take a leftover piece of ribbon and I wrap it into another bow. I just tie it like a normal shoelace, and I stretch it out and I shape it how I want it, and then I take another strip and I wrap it around the entire bow, well, the entire headband, so that I feel like nothing is gonna move. It's all just gonna stay there, and then I glue it. And voila, we have my ears. And for finishing touches, I'll just, cut the ribbon to make it not as long, and my ears are complete.